pocketed $5.5 million to go out there and say, hey, look, come big gay, do the gay. I need you to do the gay. The Americans are sending me money. They pretend to be gay. Put the wig on. When they come, I take the picture. We send it back. We split the money. I give you 2 goats. I keep the money. Okay? That's what they're doing in Uganda. Teaching that hard to Africa. Nothing to do with America. Most of y'all don't even know where Uganda is. Okay? But this is what they're doing with your money. Another $6 million for advancing LGBT issues in priority countries around the world, whatever that means. All right. And here's another $6.3 million to study men. Listen to this, to study men who have sex with men in South Africa. This is $6.3 million. You out here fighting, trying to pay your bills so some dudes in South Africa so they can make porn or whatever of dudes getting down in South Africa. This is what they're spending your money on, man. You understand what I'm saying? And let's not, it gets even more interesting. They spent $20 million for a new Sesame Street show in Iraq. $20 million. I think the real Sesame Street didn't cost $20 million. Since when did Big Bird cost $20 million? I didn't know Bert and Ernie cost $20 million. I went to school to be a lawyer and Bert and Ernie make more money than me. Is that what you're telling me? 2 puppets in Iraq? Did they speak the language that the Iraqis speak? I mean, I need to know. You understand? Who was this for? Who showed up for that? Didn't we just blow up Iraq? Didn't we just go to war when you sending Sesame Street over there? I'm just saying. They spent $1.3 million to fund Arab and Jewish photographers. Look, man. You gonna give them 1.3? They can't take pictures over here? Why they can't use their cell phones? This is what I want to know. We need that much money? What did you do? $1.5 million to rebuild the Cuban media ecosystem. What? So you sending Cubans home, but you also sending $1.5 million so they can do media ego. So you got a newspaper down there, right? Here's $20 million for a group related to key players in the Russian Gate impeachment hoax. So they funded that, right? What about $20 million for to promote green transportation in Georgia? I'm not talking about the state of Georgia. I'm talking about the country of Georgia. So they're over there. They putting EV car, giving out free EV cars over there in Georgia, the country of Georgia. You get a car, you get an electric car. But over here, we just ride. We trying to get our bus passes and transfers together. $6 million for tourism development in Egypt. $6 million for tourism development. So you spend $6 million so people in Egypt can put commercials out to come visit. $2.5 million to promote inclusion in Vietnam. Shout out to Logic Hits. Inclusion in Vietnam, $2.5 million. $16.8 million for a separate inclusion group in Vietnam. So they got 2 inclusion groups in Vietnam. I guess the first inclusion group only got $2.5 million. They didn't like the second inclusion group. So they had to start a second inclusion group for $16.8 million, but they had to give them a lot more money because like everybody was joining the first inclusion group, I'm sure. Okay. And then another $8.3 million for U.S. aid education in equity and inclusion. All right. So what you're looking at is just straight out corruption. They gave $10 million to Al Qaeda. That was like our enemy, right? So that they can fund meals, right? That's what they did. Okay. They $5 million for Eco Health Alliance, whatever that is, which funded bat virus research at the Wuhan lab. Okay. That y'all know that beer virus. That's where your beer virus allegedly started. $122 million funneled to organizations tied to these terrorist groups. I mean, look, y'all, look. I mean, this money isn't just disappearing. This is what I need you to understand. All that money I mentioned, it's not just disappearing. I have an inkling that it's returning to Washington, D.C. Okay? I have a feeling that these same well, let me say it like this. These foreign aid groups, are donating back. These politicians, they hold stock in companies that benefit from federal contracts. You got Nancy Pelosi's husband, hey, mate, you know the dude that got hit upside the head in his house with the other dude, police came in there. Her husband's made millions of dollars in stock on companies receiving federal contracts. And this woman is a congressman. So of course she would be privy to know what the contracts are going to say and who's going to go for. You got AOC, who's a doggone bartender a few years ago, and now she's a multimillionaire. I find it, I would not be surprised if this so-called foreign aid money has been redirected to these think tanks and these NGOs run by these former governmental officials. And see, this is what Doge is finding out. This is why they are sweating in their boots. And here's another thing. Hollywood has been involved too. You know your favorite actors and actresses? Angela Jolie, Brad Pitt's wife, 20 million. What does she do? I mean, did she build a rocket? No. These folk literally paid Hollywood celebrities to be pro-Ukrainian. You understand? I mean, there's a going price for that. Angelina Jolie, 20 million. Orlando Bloom, 8 million. Sean Penn, 5 million. Ben Stiller, 4 million. These are what they're saying. I'm just repeating what's being said. Allegedly, these folk went out here to Ukraine to stand next to the president, Zelensky, to try to help him be more popular. Okay? Here we are struggling with inflation and high gas prices. Y'all can't even afford to buy eggs, and they just gave Sean Penn $5 million to go stand next to some dude in Ukraine. And you wonder why these Democrats are melting down? Why they try to subpoena Elon Musk? Why they trying to smear these young Doge auditors as being too inexperienced? They literally physically tried to storm the office of the Department of Education. You know why they cutting up like that? Because they know the truth is coming out. That's why. This investigation is only 18 days old. And it's proven that the government has not been serving the American people. It's been serving itself. And the Democrats, they aren't fighting for democracy. They're fighting for self-preservation. Because when it's all over, half of Washington is going to be facing criminal charges. Baby, they're going to be going to jail. Somebody type, you going to jail in the chat room. These people are going to jail. What's coming next? Indictments. That's what's coming next. Somebody spell indictment in the chat room. All right. After these full forensic audits are finished, right? After they get through investigating these congressional financial disclosure, you can't even lie on a financial disclosure. And so once they find out they've been lying, talk about audits, jail time, fraud, embezzlement. They'll be lucky if they get a chance to resign. You understand me? They'll be lucky if they get a chance to resign. Look, got a lot of people in here. I need you all to go ahead and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Don't do me dirty. All right. I don't need y'all out here doing me dirty. But you want to know why they cutting up and acting a fool. Why Auntie out here, standing. Why Auntie out here yelling? This is why. Look.
Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again. So what?
I sure.
Indictments. That's why. That's why they're out there. People are angry. People are upset. This is why they're acting a fool.
DennisSpurling got the mic on fire.
Black father, I have black son.
Tune in, weekly feeling inspired. From the heart, real talk ignite. Every episode brings the light. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare. Share the love, you know it's family. Join us every week, don't be late. Drop some coins in the collection plate. Drop some coins, enjoy the ride. Come say hi, catch the wave, don't pass by. Lifted spirits always inside. In this podcast, joy takes flight. Subscribe. hit the light, won't you